What's up, guys? Mr. Jones here for my WWE Extreme Rules 2012 pay-per-view review. Pay-per-view just went off the air a few minutes ago. Great show. Can't say that enough. Great show. Probably not as good as WrestleMania. It can probably sit up there right with WrestleMania. But I just felt WrestleMania was so good this year just because of the main event and everything else. You know, it had been hyped up for a year, so it's kind of not right to compare it to that. But just because this is the follow-up show, this is what it's usually compared to. Um, but a great show throughout tonight. Everything pretty much delivered the way it was supposed to. There was one match tonight especially that's already a match of the year candidate. Two matches, I think, which really just stole the show. One of them that really surprised me. Um, anyway, let's get to the card. We started out with a pre-show match, which was for the United States Championship. Santino Marella defending against The Miz. This was on the pre-show. I watched it. It really wasn't anything special. It was a Raw quality match, pretty much what I expected. Didn't expect Miz to win here. Santino, basically ended up hitting the Cobra and ends up retaining the United States Championship. So another win for Santino Marella, and the Miz just continues to fall down on the card. Main eventing WrestleMania 27, but now he's on the fucking pre-show of a pay-per-view. Come on. Anyway, then we got the pay-per-view started. Hold on. Okay. Then we got the pay-per-view started with the first match, Kane versus Randy Orton in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This was really, really good. Great way to start out the show. They went straight to the outside. At the beginning of the match, they started using weapons. Randy Orton went ahead and got the lead pipe. They began to use that a lot. They used kendo sticks a lot here. They ended up going backstage. They went in an area where all the other WWE superstars were. They ended up brawling there. Zack Ryder got involved, started beating up Kane. They ended up coming back to the ring, and the end of the match came, I think, when Orton hit an RKO on the steel chair. But there were just all kind of great spots here. I can't remember all of them right now, but it was just really good. Great match. This match will get, I'll give it maybe 3 stars for an opener. Really, really great match. Maybe I'll go 3.25. It deserves 3.25 at least. I might be underrating it a little bit, but 3.25 on that match. Good stuff. Then the next match we had was unannounced. This match was just thrown on there, I guess, to get Brodus Clay on the card. But it was Brodus Clay versus Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler, of course, being accompanied by Jack Swagger and Guerrero. Pretty good match, but it just sucks to see Brodus Clay going over here. Dolph Ziggler, I think, is vastly underrated. And I think the whole Punkosaurus thing, if you ask me, is getting old. That's just my opinion. Anyway, Brodus Clay goes over here. Not a spectacular match, nothing fancy. I'll give it 2 stars. The next match we had was for the Intercontinental Championship, and this ended up being a tables match. They spun the roulette wheel, and that's what this ended up being. Cody Rhodes versus The Big Show. Now this match had like an interesting ending. The match itself wasn't like good at all. I thought it was just really slow paced, really bland. There weren't any great spots happening here. Not a lot of weapons being used. Anyway, the end of the match comes when Big Show is setting up a table, and he's on the apron, and he tries to step down, I think. I don't remember what he was doing exactly, but he tried to step down, and he stepped on the table, and his weight actually broke it, and the referee rang the bell. And so, technically, since Big Show went through a table there, Cody Rhodes was able to win. So Cody Rhodes is the new Intercontinental Champion. Did not expect that. Very unexpected turn of events there. I guess they just wanted to give Big Show his WrestleMania moment, but didn't want to keep the title on him too long, and that would make sense. So Cody Rhodes goes over here, and then after the match, the Big Show, of course, puts Cody through, I think, 3 tables, and so that was pretty cool to see. The match itself will get, I didn't think it was very good at all. The match will get maybe 2.25. 2.14 stars for this one. The next match was also unannounced. This was another filler match. It was these 2 jobbers, I don't even know who the fuck they were, versus Ryback. This was just stupid. No need for this on the card. The crowd was dead for this. The crowd was pretty hyped up all night for all the matches, but they were just dead for this one. And then they started chanting Goldberg, which was just fucking hilarious. God, it was great. I mean, it's just because he is. He's the new Goldberg, basically. They chanted that basically the entire match, which was funny. This was, of course, a squash, so I can't really rate it NA here. You know, no need for a rating. The next match was for the World Heavyweight Championship, and this was the best 2 out of 3 falls. Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. This is the match I was talking about that really surprised me. I did not expect this from these guys, but they stole the show up until the match that came afterwards. This was just really, really good. Um, basically, a lot of good stuff here with Daniel Bryan. He got to do a lot of technical stuff here, a lot of maneuvers we had never really seen from him in the WWE. Some arm stretches, a lot of just a lot of great technical wrestling in this match. Of course, from Daniel Bryan. He also makes Sheamus look really good. Sheamus got some good stuff in here. Um, the first fall came when Daniel Bryan was actually doing the little yes kicks to Sheamus, and he had him in the ropes. He kicked him, and the referee was counting to 5, so he was supposed to break it, but he didn't. He just kept kicking, so the referee rang the bell. But you saw Daniel Bryan afterwards smiling. He was actually smiling about it because he knew that was supposed to happen. He had that by design, basically. Because he wanted to weaken the elbow of or the shoulder of Sheamus. The second fall came when I think Sheamus. I'm not exactly sure how the second one happened. I just know the end of the match came when Sheamus hit the bro kick, and that's really all you need to know. Sheamus goes over here and retains the World Heavyweight Championship. But definitely check out this match. It was like really good. It really surprised me. 4 stars, no doubt. 4-star match. Loved it. The next match was CM Punk versus Chris Jericho for the WWE Championship, and this was a Chicago street fight match. This was definitely match of the night, no doubt about it. CM Punk, obviously in his hometown, had the crowd working in his favor. They did some really cool spots here, using a kendo stick, using a chair. CM Punk's family was at ringside. Jericho was really working that over, he went over to ringside, said, "Look at your sister, look at your sister," CM Punk's sister actually slapped Jericho once, got involved, so that was really cool to see. Just a lot of emotion in this match, a lot of really cool spots. There was a great spot where CM Punk went from the top rope and jumped on the outside where Jericho was laying on the announce table, I believe. Just incredible spot there. There was some other stuff that I'm probably missing. A lot of great counters. Jericho tried, the end of the match I think came when Jericho tried hitting Punk with the go to sleep, tried hitting him with his own move. Punk then reversed it, threw him into the turnbuckle, and when he came back around, Punk hit the go to sleep on Jericho and got the win. But this was just an incredible match. You need to check this one out. Just all kinds of brawling here, all kinds of extreme spots. I mean, this really was a good street fight. I'll give this match 4. I'll give it 4.5 stars. This, like I said, it's got the potential to be a match of the year candidate. Honestly, I think the Daniel Bryan Sheamus match also does. I mean, it was just really good. The next match was the Divas match for the Divas Championship. Now, Beth Phoenix wasn't able to compete in this match, and Eve Torres told the Bellas that they had a surprise opponent, but it would not be Karma. Basically, they get to the ring, and Layla comes out, making her return. Good to see Layla back. Good to see that ass. Yes. Anyway, this match was just really piss break, nothing special particularly. The surprising thing, though, is Layla gets the win here, and I'm wondering if the Bellas are actually going to leave WWE now tomorrow. They were rumored to be leaving April 30th, and then I thought, once they won the titles, I thought, well, they're going to stick around now. But I don't know. I mean, now that it's changed hands, it may very well be that they're leaving. But this match was nothing special. I'll give it a star. Just, nah, whatever. Then we got to the main event, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. I've actually got a lot to say about this, the way this actually played out. Anyway, the match begins, they get the video package, this thing's been hyped up. I think the feud's been going really well. Anyway, the match begins with Cena just running full speed at Lesnar, and Lesnar basically tackles him, pinning him down. He throws an elbow into Cena's head. I mean, like, legitly throws an elbow into his head, busts him wide open. And, I mean, Cena was just, like, fucking gushing blood. We're not even a minute into the match here, and Cena's busted wide open. The referee's trying to stop it and clean him up, but I don't think Cena wanted to do it. So, anyway, this went on like the whole match. Every time Cena would try to get some offense in, Lesnar would basically reverse it, get on top of him, start punching him, like legitimately punching him, elbowing him, throwing him into shit. And you know, that's okay sometimes, but this is a wrestling match. And what pissed me off the most is that Lesnar, like every time Cena would do something, Lesnar no-sold it. Okay, he no-sold every one of his moves. Besides the one time Cena actually used his chain that he brought to the ring and hit Lesnar in the head. Lesnar actually got busted open there and sold that pretty well. Although I think Cena actually hit him there because I think he was pissing Cena off. But yeah, Brock Lesnar's a fucking douchebag. Fuck that idiot. I'm serious. I was going for Cena here. I mean, you really have to be an asshole to get me to pull for John Cena. That's how much I dislike John Cena. But I mean, god damn it, I cannot stand Brock Lesnar. You know, he shit on WWE back in 2004 and left for UFC just because he thought it was cool. It was the cool thing to do, right? All that time, Cena's in the WWE busting his ass for the company. Lesnar sucks ass in UFC, basically. And now he comes back and does this shit in a match. Anyway, I'm getting off on a rant. The match was pretty good. It was mostly Lesnar dominating for like 15 minutes. And then Cena at the very end comes back and hits the attitude adjustment onto Lesnar. There were steel steps in the middle of the ring, and he hit Lesnar. He hit the AA to Lesnar on the steps. He gets the pin and the victory. And then after the match, Cena gets on the mic, and a lot of people were saying this was like a shoot, but I mean, this was obviously work. Cena was just like, you know, um, basically, I'm going on vacation for a while. I won't be here, but I just wanted to thank the fans for blah blah blah. So it looks like John Cena may be about to leave. Another thing I forgot to mention, Lesnar was like really working over one of Cena's arms in this match. Once again, like legitly throwing his arms into shit, and you could see Cena was in obvious pain. I think his arm may be like legit injured. But anyway, this match was just fantastic. Great main event. I think it delivered. Besides Lesnar being an asshole, I'll give this one 4 stars. So you got 3 matches that are 4 stars or above on this card. This was a really great show. Extreme Rules 2012 gets an 8.25 out of 10, and this is Mr. Jones saying peace.